Welcome back to Get Down to Business, the show all about small business jobs and entrepreneurship. Super excited for this conversation with David Fradin, who is a distinguished professor at Manipal University. He is an expert on all things product marketing, product success, and product management. With over 50 years of experience in the technology industry, David has trained thousands of managers worldwide, and I just cannot wait to jump in on all things product success, which I know, David, you've written several books on. How did you get interested in this topic, my friend?
Well, I joined the corporate PR department at Hewlett-Packard, primarily based upon my experience as an environmental mediator to help them site new facilities around the country and handle the community relations required for that. And I had always had word processing in the organizations that I had started dating back to the Federation of Americans Supporting Science and Technology and with the Environmental Balance Association of Minnesota. So I was kind of surprised that they had no word processing in the corporate PR department, especially since it was the only department in the entire company that knew how to type. So I introduced to them, and I found and then introduced to them a word processing program that ran on a mini computer, the HP 3000, and taught them how to use it and how to change their business practices, which turned out to be sort of an internal product management role. And one of the nice things about HP is that you could transition laterally. So I was able to move over into product management at the Information Networks division. And after being there a year or so, Apple came knocking and they said, look, we'd like you to bring out the first hard disk drive on a personal computer, the Apple Profile. It's really, really big. It's 5 megabytes in size, and it's really, really cheap. It's $3,500. And but nobody can understand why they would ever need 5 megabytes of space on their computer. So I went to work for HP in product management. Was noticed that I knew how to manage, so they asked me to take over as the group product manager for the Apple III product line, which was the two profitable product lines that Apple had at the time, the Apple II and the Apple III.
Wow. That's quite an impressive background, David. That's incredible. And now, I mean, bringing your expertise and bring it to everybody, obviously our audience being primarily in the small business community, you use a term quite a bit at your company, Spice Catalyst, and that term is building insanely great products. I know you've got a lot of content that's out there, and we'll link to all of that and talk about it in the next couple of minutes. But that's also the title of, I believe, your book that either just came out or is about to come out. What does that mean, building insanely great products, and how can we make that accessible really so small business owners that might be tuning in can understand the gist of it?
Yeah, I plagiarized that term from Steve Jobs, that used to use that at Apple all the time when I was there. And I published the book in 2018. It's on Amazon, available in several languages worldwide. And it talks about the 5 keys to product success, which is the mnemonic of my company's name, Spice Catalyst. The S in Spice stands for a product market strategy. That's a strategy for the product in the market. The P stands for repeatable processes, which you need to have in order to gain a level of maturity for your products to be successful. The I stands for having the information necessary to make the decisions. The C is the most important part of the 5 keys to product success, and that's understanding what your customer wants to do, how they want to do it, when they want to do it, where they want to do it, what's standing in their way, how important is it for them to do it, and how satisfied are they with the current solution. So if you can answer those questions and then build a product or a service that your company delivers, then you'll have a successful product, and you'll not be part of the 35% of all products that are introduced each year that failed to be successful. And that represents about $500 billion to $1 trillion wasted each year because they're not following the 5 keys to product success. And the E in SPICE stands for your employees having the 130 skill sets or competencies required in order to have successful products or successful services.
Yeah, that's powerful stuff, and again, very, very practical for everybody over here. And as we're coming to the conclusion of our time together, really today, we just want to give folks a little bit of a taste of some of the ideas and concepts, which I know you are very free with your information, putting it out there in as many places as possible. Who are the folks that should get in touch with you and schedule a meeting, which I know you make very easy to do on your website? And again, how can we do that?
Well, you can find my contact information at spicecatalyst.com, or you can email me at dave@spicecatalyst.com, or connect with me. Just search for my name on LinkedIn. The key here is that I'm trying to reduce the level of product failures so that there's more resources to pay people more money and to enable us to minimize the impacts of climate change.
Fantastic. Well, I really appreciate you, again, getting in touch with us, spicecatalyst.com. And again, just search for David Fradin and search for that term, building insanely great products. As you said, you plagiarized from Steve Jobs, which is a great way to take it. But you've brought it down, as we always say, to the lowest levels to make it possible for even folks that are just getting started in business. David, you've got a lot of great content, a lot of great information, and a great passion for all of these things. Again, building insanely great products at Spice Catalyst. Just search for David Fradin and spicecatalyst.com. Quick break here and get down to business, the show all about small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship. Get on your favorite podcast app, search for our show, subscribe, rate, review, and share. A quick break. We'll be right back.